So Danielle, walk me through what happened.
Do you want the short version or the long version? Bro, this is like my 7th monster drink today.
Dang. We haven't eaten anything but Twinkies for the past week. It's starting to feel kind of weird.
Dude, just drink another monster drink, bro.
Alright. I think we should maybe like incorporate some vegetables into our diet. You know, like get some carrots.
What? Don't be a little bitch.
Shit, you're right.
Here, have a Twinkie.
Thanks. You, homie.
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta wake up. We're gonna be late for the Twinkie contest. Alright, you're not waking up. I'm going without you. Danielle! Danielle, you're finally awake. I was trying to wake you up for like about an hour. I was like slapping you and everything. I was like pouring water on you. I was like, you know, stuffing Twinkies in your face. I was giving you like extra Monster and everything. I was like trying. I was trying to wake you up.
Wait, what's happening? What time is it?
It's 8 p.m. You
What
missed the
day is
contest.
it? Wait, what?
Yeah, you missed it, but I won. It's fine.
You didn't wake me up on purpose so that you could win.
No,
Like you
no.
know how much I needed that money.
No, I tried to wake you. I was slapping you, kind of. I was like pouring water on you, kind of. Like, kind of, you know?
I'm so mad right now.
No, like, you need to listen. Like, calm down.
I will not calm down. You know how much I needed this money.
Yeah, but I got it.
Oh. I'm just so angry right now.
Well, you need to, like, calm down. Because, you know, what you doing?
I honestly, I just don't know what came over myself. I was not in my right mind. By the time I realized what was going on, I was like awake. I woke up at 3 a.m. and I was just naked on my bed. And I looked over and saw that my best friend was dead. And so I called the police, and I didn't even realize that it was me who did it. And I was just so confused. Like I've never felt that way in my life.
Okay, this is pretty interesting, but I'm gonna have to ask you a few more questions to fully assess the situation.
Okay.
Current case the citus today is the state of California versus the Twinkie killer.
Is the prosecution ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defense ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may be seated. Prosecution, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution now calls the witness of the murder to the stand.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. So, witness, can you please tell me what you saw the night of the crime?
So I heard screaming and yelling, so I decided to go into the room to see what was happening between Daniel and Leonard. And when I walked in, I saw Daniel beating him with a Twinkie, and I saw Leonard die.
So, can you just tell the court one more time with certainty that you saw Daniel beat Leonard to death with a Twinkie?
Yes.
Thank you.
Defense, you may now cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. So can you tell the court again what you saw that night, witness?
Yeah, so I saw Daniel beat Leonard with a Twinkie, and I was just so scared that I ran.
Okay, so you didn't see anything leading up to that, just the beating with the Twinkie and then the murder, correct?
Yes, I heard them arguing about the Twinkie contest, and it seemed that Danielle was upset because she thought that Leonard sabotaged her. So I'm not sure if that was the reason why she got so upset.
Okay, so one more question. So you are not able to attest for her attitude for before or after the crime, correct?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Prosecution, you may now call your second witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the friend to the stand.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
So, Miss Friend, what is your relationship with the Twinkie killer?
We've been friends since we were kids, so for a really long time. I'm really close with her.
How would you describe Danielle?
She's been really stressed, angry, really short-tempered, kind of aggressive in recent times.
And again, has this been like a constant, or has this been more of like a couple of months ago kind of thing? It's developed.
I'd say it's developed. She hasn't always been like this. She used to be a lot more mild-tempered and not as angry.
How would you describe her? Would you describe her as being capable of committing this crime?
Yes, I mean, she's very smart, very intelligent. She's always been very analytical, always in her right mind. She's always known every situation, knows what to do. So I would say she's capable, definitely.
So, in your opinion, having known Danielle for several years now, you would say that she was in her in full mental capacity when she committed this crime?
I don't know. She hasn't been herself lately, but I would say that she is capable.
Can you give me a backstory between what was going on between Danielle and Leonard?
As I know it, I think the two of them were participating in some sort of contest.
And having described Danielle as stable, would you say that this contest created an instability that caused her to full and intentionally murder Leonard?
It could have.
Thank you.
Defense, you may now cross-examine the witness.
So, friend, you mentioned a competition that Danielle was in. Can you describe that for me?
Yeah, so Danielle and Leonard had been participating in a Twinkies for tuition contest, and the person who eats the most Twinkies will win money for tuition.
Okay. So, is this competition around the time you noticed some behavior changes in Danielle?
Definitely, yes.
Okay, so her mood was a little off because of this competition.
Yeah, since she started the competition, she's been angrier, more short-tempered, kind of aggressive. Not how she used to be when we were kids.
Okay, not how she used to be when you were kids. So how would you describe Danielle when you were kids before this competition?
Before the competition, Danielle was really smart. She was intelligent. She was very mild-mannered, really down to earth. It's hard to make her angry. She wasn't anything like she is now.
Okay, so she sounded like a really good friend, a really good person. Yeah. So then, are you surprised that Danielle committed this crime?
The Danielle that I knew before, definitely. But the way she's been acting lately, I'm not very surprised.
Okay, not very surprised. All right, thank you for your time.
Defense, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I call to the stand Danielle Wilson.
Bailiff, may you please swear in the witness.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
So, Miss Wilson, about how many Twinkies had you eaten throughout the week or that day?
I was counting, and it was 536.
Okay, so would you say that made you feel like you have never ever felt before?
Definitely.
Would you say that you may have gone temporarily insane?
I do not remember what occurred, so I do feel like I went temporarily insane.
And you loved your friend Leonard, right?
More than anything, we've known each other since middle school. We've been best friends since 6th grade.
So it's plausible that you would never intentionally try to hurt him or kill him.
No, I would never do that. Never, ever.
So you would say that it was the Twinkies' fault?
I think it was a combination of the Twinkies and the monster. I lost my mind.
Thank you.
Prosecution may now cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Ms. Danielle, do you recall the events in the night in question?
No.
Nothing after, nothing before the event? Complete blank.
I remember waking up at 3 a.m. and I was naked in my bed, and I looked over and saw my friend Leonard on the floor dead. That's the only thing I remember from that night.
So what you're telling the jury and myself is that because you ate 500 plus Twinkies, you went temporarily insane, killed your good friend Leonard, and basically that if I were to myself to have a Twinkie, then I would most probably kill someone in this court right now. That is all. Thank you.
Defense, you may call your second witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I call to the stand the psychologist.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Based on your assessment of Danielle, what would you say her state of mind was at the time of the crime?
After assessing and talking to Danielle, from what I can tell, it seems that she was going through some kind of psychotic episode, but I believe that Danielle needs further mental health care to determine a permanent diagnosis because it seems as though it was early onset of schizophrenia.
Okay, so at the time of the crime, would you say that Danielle was aware of her consequences of her actions?
As far as I can tell, it did not seem that Danielle was aware.
Okay. And last question, in your professional opinion, was Danielle able to commit a premeditated crime?
No, Danielle, I don't think she was able to premeditate this.
Thank you.
The prosecution may now cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, I'm a psychologist. Did you know Danielle prior to the crime being committed?
No, I did not know her prior to our session.
All right, and how many sessions did you conduct with Danielle?
I had one session with Danielle, but I feel that she needs further mental health attention.
All right, would you say you, based on this one assessment or one session, that you could be 100% confident that Danielle is suffering from a disorder that impairs her mental function?
Well, with psychology, you can never be 100% sure, so that's why I think Danielle needs to continue to see someone so we can further diagnose her.
But what you are telling the court now is that, as of now, you do not know if she was or was not capable of committing this crime.
We believe that she had some sort of psychotic episode, but we need to further assess her.
That is all. Thank you, Your Honor.
The attorneys may now present their final arguments. Prosecution, you may begin.
I ask the jury to find Ms. Danielle guilty of first-degree murder.
Defense, you may now proceed with your closing argument.
I ask the jury to find my client not guilty of first-degree murder. Thank you.
Members of the jury, it is now time for you to determine the verdict.
All rise. Now we will hear the verdict of the Twinkie killer.
Have you determined a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
What say you?
We, the jury, in the case of the State of California versus the Twinkie killer, find the defendant not guilty of the charge of first-degree murder due to reasons of insanity.
Thank you for your services today. Danielle will now be admitted to a mental care facility. Court is now adjourned.